Did you ever stop to think that maybe, just maybe, you don't have all the answers? Have you ever run into a wall, a brick wall, and didn't know how to get through it? You could think of no way to get past this proverbial brick wall. What did you do? Did you beat your head against the wall? Some of us do. Some of us do literally, because we are out of answers. We can't see the big picture. But there is someone or something that does see the big picture. And most men in their lives turn to that something, that power greater than themselves. That's something they can see all, can see the big picture, can see the puzzle already put together when we're in the middle of it, all jumbled up in 1,000 pieces. And we all get to that point where we either turn to that, or we eliminate ourselves, or just give up on life. When you have no hope, when you have no way to figure it out, you have to let go and allow that power that's greater than yourself, and it's called by many names throughout history. I haven't counted the names, but there are many names. It doesn't matter what name you put on it, just that you believe that it exists and that it wants the best for you. I don't believe there is two powers, one of evil and one of good. I believe there's one power that can be used for evil or be used for good. I seen a poster on a wall one time. It was a young Indian boy, and he was asking his grandfather what to do, because he said there were two powers in him, a wolf and an eagle. And he asked his grandfather, he said, which one of these will overpower the other? And the grandfather said, the one you feed the most. So ask yourself today, what are you feeding into your mind, into your spirit, into your soul, if you like? What are you allowing into your mind? Is it as bad as most of the food the people in the West eat these days? And then they wonder why they feel terrible, why they're overweight, why they're out of shape, why they're having to go to the doctor to get medications. It's just as important what you put into your mind as it is into your body. And as I said, most people in the West are not conscious or careful about the food they're eating, and they're even less conscious about what they allow into their minds. Most people in the West watch 4 to 6 hours of TV a night with many commercials. And what's that programming you for? I think the programs are pretty degenerate myself, just my opinion. Actually, I'm just going by what people tell me because I don't watch TV, so take that with a grain of salt. The commercials I know are geared toward getting you to buy more, consumerism. And look at the result here in the US. We have storage sheds everywhere and more going up every day because people have so much stuff and there's so much in debt, mostly credit card debt, because they've been programmed to consume and the belief that that will make them happy. And it's a never-ending cycle. But who does it make happy? It makes big business happy. It makes the government happy. Taxes, income. Think about the commercials you watch. They're very little about the quality of the product and more about the feeling you're going to get. The feeling you'll have when you get this product. The feeling you'll have when you buy this car. And this all goes back to you trying to run your own life, you trying to make yourself feel better from something outside of you, when the power is within you to become, to feel, to have the fulfillment, to be and do and have whatever you want in life. It doesn't come from out there. It doesn't come from the money that you buy things with. Money, success, and material possessions come from within. They come from the connection you have with this power. Greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. Now, don't take that in a religious way unless you want to. I don't mean it that way. Seek first the kingdom within. What is your kingdom within like? Is it filled with garbage that you've allowed in? The consumerism message? The hate, the division message, which is on the news? Is it filled with that? Do you fill your kingdom and your mind with that every day? Righteousness. What are you thinking? Are you thinking about the beautiful, the worthy, the honorable, the just? Or are you thinking about crooked politicians, the people getting killed every day, the wars in the world? The reality is this. The wars that are going on right now is probably less, much less than 1% of the total population of the world. But that's what they magnify to you on the news. They want you to focus on that to get you to watch the next program, the next newsreel. It has nothing to do with informing you. It has everything to do with getting you to watch again and again and again. We need to be more careful. We need to cooperate with this power greater than ourselves and focus on the good. There are millions of things that happen every day. It's hard to say how many people give their lives every day that someone else may live. Literally. And it's hard to say how many people are giving the biggest part of their time and their income so other people may have a better life. But these things don't make headline news. You have to search for the good. You have to seek the silver lining in the dark cloud. And you're not able to do that without the help of God or a higher power or something that you believe in that can see the big picture. It's really hard to get your mind out of the negative by self-will. But you can practice universal laws, God's laws, these principles that have been here for thousands and thousands of years that will help your life become better, to help you focus more on the good and thus bring more of that good into your life. It's a psychological principle. Whatever you focus on grows in your experience. Then if God represents to you a loving, caring creator, if you focus on that, and God supposedly has all power, which I believe he or it does. I don't begin to tell you that I understand God, because I believe God is omnipotent. I don't believe he's a person. I think it would be a better pronoun, being pronouns are so important nowadays, to describe God in general than he or she. But I say he because that's what I grew up with. But use the term whatever's more comfortable for you. I believe God is the all. I think that's what they used to say, or that's what they say in the hermetic. The all. God is everything. He's not a part. He's in you, he's in me, he's in all things. He's in the evil person, he's in the good person. We have free will and choice of how we want to use this power. It's up to us. We can reap the benefits or suffer the consequences if used wrongly. It says in the Bible, which is the book I reference when I talk about God, because that's the one I know, I, the Lord, do all these things. I kill, I destroy, I heal, I make whole. I, the Lord. God does all things. There are many terms in the Bible that refer to God being the all. He's in everything. God's spirit is in animals, plants, trees, rocks, the earth. It's all God. And when we think of it in that way, we're not too quick to harm other people or other things or other animals. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with hunting or things like that. I'm not condemning any of those practices. But to be wasteful about the resources that God has given us. And here's another thing. There is no lack in the world. There is no lack. Is there a lack of grass? Are there a lack of trees, leaves, rain? Maybe in certain parts of the world. Man has created lack. And if you're in lack, it's because you're thinking and believing in lack. Because according to your faith or your belief, it is done unto you. And the longer I live, the more I realize I'm not doing it. It's being done to me, unto me. And when I figured that out, or when it was beat into my head, and I started just going with the flow of the day. I make plans. Plans are important. But my plans are subject to change. Man makes plans and God laughs. I plan every day, but it rarely, if ever, goes the way I planned. But when I go with God's plan, when I go with the flow of life, if you like that term better, things work out great. Now, when I'm in the middle of something and it's not going the way I planned, I can't always see the wisdom. As I said when I started, I can't see the big picture. I can't see the puzzle completed. I can't see the future. But there's a part of me, the God part of me. I believe, as I said, God is in me. He's in you. He's in all of us. We're all interdependent. No man is an island. There are no self-made millionaires or self-made men. None of us do it alone. Contrary to what social media or people tell us. I cannot do anything without the help of other people. I would have no food today were it not for the people who process it, who pick it, who grow it, and it goes on and on. I couldn't drive my car without gasoline. I wouldn't have a roof on my house without roofers. I wouldn't have a home. We're not carpenters building homes. Think about it. Yes, we all need each other, and as I said, we're all interdependent. We all depend on each other. Independence it's a fallacy. We're not independent of each other. And that also goes back to the spiritual side of this. Treating others the way we want to be treated. Because whatever you put out there comes back multiplied. It's the law of reaping and sowing. I'm going to stop there. I hope you got something out of this. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will share with you what I've learned in my life of almost 64 years. And let me tell you this. If you're 40, 50, 60, or 70, you're only old if you believe you are. Age is in the mind. It's a mentality. And there are many, many people out there who will tell you how old you are, how you can't do this and can't do that anymore. You only get old. You become old when you stop dreaming, when you stop setting goals, when you stop having a mission or a purpose in your life. You're here for a reason, something only you can do. Do it. Take care.